Well, hey everybody. I don't know if you can tell by hearing the spring peepers in the air. I can hear them. It's the end of maple season, so that's one of the things that the old timers will tell you to look for. When's your maple done? There's a couple times when you know that maple season's over. They say when you hear spring peepers, may or may not be accurate in your area, but the two main ones that I follow are when you don't have any more nights that get below freezing, or when you're out of time. And that's the case for me this year. I'm out of time. The kids have activities that fire up and get pretty busy in the spring, and so my maple syrup revolves around having weekends free to cook, and those start disappearing. The other one, hard and fast rule, you got peepers, temperature, time, and then the last one is the trees will tell you when it's time to be done. When you start looking up and you see buds, and some maples have some type of bud on them all year, but I'm talking about when you see a change in color as you're driving down the road and you see maples, or you're in your woods and you look up and you see that purplish color for the most part, that's when the maples are telling you that it's time to quit. So time to quit means time to clean up, unfortunately, and that is the absolute worst part about making maple syrup, is the cleanup. So I cook over a fire, wood fire, and this is my pan this year, and the barrel stove I built doesn't seal really well around it, so you may be able to see like this black soot. This is the back of the pan, and so this black soot, and there's soot all over. But even if you have a well-sealing pan, you'll have soot on the bottom. So I'm going to try to show you just what I do to clean up. And just remember, the better you clean up at the end of the season, the easier the cleanup will be at the beginning of the season. Always check your local laws and requirements, but remember, we're making food for people. So in Ohio, there's actually a lot of regulation about maple syrup, and it says at the beginning of each season you have to rinse with potable water, and then you can put it into service. Similarly, there's a regulation at the end of the season in Ohio. You must at a minimum rinse with potable water, let air dry, and then you can put it into storage. So what I have here in these buckets is spring water. Just a couple miles down the road there's a really good spring, and that's what I try to use as much as possible. It is potable, but it's also pure water. It's not processed with chlorine and things like that. Something I'm going to try new this year from the Dollar General, copper mesh scourers. And then I've used these before, scouring pads. And then my secret and trick, it's not a secret, but just regular white vinegar. Make sure you get vinegar for cooking, not cleaning vinegar. Remember, we're cleaning food equipment for people. So what I'll do typically is I'll give everything a little bit of water. And I'll scrub what I can with water. And it's just a lot of elbow grease, a lot of getting after it. And it's not fun. There's no part of this that is fun. But you scrub, you scrub, you scrub, get it clean, rinse down. Then I like to do a vinegar bath. Not a bath, a vinegar rinse where I scrub with vinegar. And what you're doing is you're just cleaning it. Like I said, the cleaner you get it now, the easier it will be next year when you go to put it back in service. Or in my case, this pan's for sale. I've got somebody I've been talking to since I'm upgrading to a bigger setup next year. And obviously, you would probably prefer to buy a clean pan too. So that's what we'll do. Again, with just regular household materials. anything you can use for food, you can use for maple. Once you have it scrubbed up and clean as you can get it, do a final rinse with potable water, let it dry, and then store it away for next year. So, hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching.